The burden of the prior. Our prior encounters frequently act as weighty chains that impede our development and pull us down. Our mental health and general well-being might be negatively impacted by psychological burdens that arise from holding on to regrets, remorse, or unresolved emotions. This weight makes it challenging to go on in life and might show up as worry, despair, or a persistent feeling of unhappiness. A potent remedy for this battle is Stoicism. It teaches us to accept the things in our lives that we cannot alter and to concentrate on the things we can, our thoughts and deeds. Adopting this concept teaches us to see our history as a collection of lessons that have shaped who we are now, rather than as a cause of suffering. By changing our viewpoint, we are able to break free from the emotional hold that previous events have over us and take advantage of new chances. Think for a moment about your own burdens. Which memories from the past are you clinging to? Acknowledging their own weight is the first step to freedom. You may make room for development, happiness, and a better future by letting go. Changing the narrative. The Stoic notion of cognitive reframing is one of the most potent strategies. This method helps us to view the past differently, turning unpleasant situations into insightful learning opportunities. We may use setbacks as stepping stones to increase our resilience and progress, rather than seeing them as failures. Start by recognizing particular prior experiences that had a significant impact on you in order to start rewriting your story. Consider the lessons you took away from these experiences. Did they impart lessons about endurance, values, or your own strengths and weaknesses? Your tale will become more empowering if you change your emphasis from regret to insight. Notes about your experiences are another useful tool. Write in your diary for a minute about important occasions in your life, including your feelings at the time. After that, go back and rework these tales from a positive perspective. Emphasize the knowledge obtained and the fortitude acquired. Through this technique, you may reclaim your story and use it as a source of inspiration instead of something that weighs you down. It also helps you manage your feelings. Accept the influence of your tale and see how it alters your perspective on life. Acquiring knowledge from mistakes. While failure is typically perceived as a setback, in the context of Stoicism, it is considered as an essential first step toward achievement. Prominent Stoic thinkers such as Seneca and Marcus Aurelius highlighted that failure is not fatal, but rather a chance for development. Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction," which serves as a poignant reminder that obstacles and setbacks hone our fortitude and endurance. In order to derive real value from failure, one must examine what went wrong and draw important conclusions. Think back on your own experiences. What lessons did you take away from your errors? Your future decisions and behaviors may be guided by the insights gained from this reflection. As a teacher, accepting failure gives you the ability to address problems with a development mentality. Examine the experiences of accomplished people who overcame adversity to become great, such as J.K. Rowling and Thomas Edison. While Edison famously failed dozens of times before developing the light bulb, Rowling was turned down by several publishers before finding success with Harry Potter. Their experiences serve as a reminder that realizing our full potential frequently requires us to be resilient in the face of adversity. Accept your mistakes, grow from them, and use them as fuel to achieve success. The influence of current attention. A key tenet of Stoic philosophy is living in the present moment. It promotes mindfulness and awareness as necessary means of leading a happy life. Stoicism tells us that the only moment we really have is right now, and that neither the past nor the future can be changed. By keeping our attention on the here and now, we may develop a calm and collected mindset that enables us to face life's obstacles head-on. You may improve your awareness of the present moment by arranging your regular activities around practical exercises. Start with mindful breathing. Set aside a little period of time each day to concentrate just on your inhalations and exhalations. Walking, eating, or conversing while totally immersed in your current activity is another productive habit. You may improve your experience overall and lessen distractions by losing yourself in the present. Furthermore, cultivating appreciation for the here and now may drastically change your perspective. Every day, set aside some time to think on the things in your life that you are grateful for, such as a comforting friend, a stunning sunset, or even just being able to breathe. This exercise improves your general well-being and helps you connect with the present moment on a deeper level. Breaking the shackles of expectation. Expectations frequently function as imperceptible shackles that keep us in the past and keep us from appreciating the present to the fullest. According to Stoicism, our thoughts and actions, rather than the external environment, determine our level of happiness. Clinging to unrealistic expectations of others or ourselves can only lead to frustration and disappointment. This might start a vicious cycle of negativity that makes it difficult for us to go forward. Letting rid of illusory expectations is crucial to escaping these bonds. Acknowledge that everyone has a unique journey and that perfection is unachievable. Accept the fact that mistakes are inevitable and that learning opportunities frequently arise from them. One effective tactic for promoting a positive mentality is to create reasonable objectives for yourself. Focus on attainable goals that fit your values and situation rather than reaching for impossible standards. Furthermore, practice being adaptable in your methods. Since life is unpredictable, being adaptive enables you to handle obstacles and changes in a constructive way. You may experience new things and open yourself up to new possibilities when you let go of strict expectations, which will eventually make you happier and more fulfilled. Sculpt your future. The ability to establish specific intents and objectives is the first step towards taking charge of your destiny. You may make a roadmap that directs your efforts and decisions by establishing your goals. While explicit objectives offer quantifiable benchmarks to monitor your progress, intentions act as a compass, keeping you focused on your beliefs and aspirations. While proactive preparation is crucial, it's also critical to maintain flexibility in the face of change. Because life is unpredictable, being able to change course when needed might present unanticipated possibilities. Accept that things outside of your control may change, but embrace the Stoic philosophy of concentrating on what you can control, your actions and reactions. With this kind of thinking, you can overcome obstacles with grace and resiliency. Being stoic can help you make important decisions about your future. When faced with a tough decision, for example, consider how your decisions fit with your basic beliefs. Instead of pursuing instant satisfaction, think about how your actions will affect the world in the long run. You may make wise decisions that lead to a meaningful and happy future by putting Stoic wisdom to use. Never forget that you have the ability to control your own future. Begin now by deciding what you want and taking concrete actions to get it, using suffering to gain power. Stoic philosophy strongly coincides with the tremendous process of transforming past grief into a source of strength. Adversity, as Stoicism tells us, is not only a test to overcome, but also an opportunity for personal development. When we encounter challenging circumstances, we have the chance to grow resilient and acquire important lessons. With this viewpoint, we are able to see our challenges as vital components of our own personal development. It is possible to create a feeling of community and connection by inviting viewers to share their experiences of overcoming hardship. Every narrative demonstrates how the human spirit can overcome adversity. By sharing these experiences, we encourage those who might be going through similar difficulties, in addition to validating our own journeys. In this shift, resilience education is essential. Being resilient means accepting hardship and turning it into a springboard for empowerment rather than running away from it. We may use the energy we feel from our suffering to propel our own development when we accept it and make an effort to comprehend it. Recall that your history does not define you. Rather, it may help you to become a more resilient, stronger version of yourself. Accept your path and use your suffering to gain strength. Practical steps for change. Bringing about change in your life might be intimidating, but you can make a significant difference by acting in a way that is consistent with Stoic ideals. Incorporate regular activities that promote self-awareness and mindfulness first. Spend a few minutes every day writing in your notebook or meditating, concentrating on your aims and the things under your control. This exercise helps you stay rooted in the here and now and creates a good outlook for the day. Urge the audience to draft a personal action plan for the future. Decide which particular aspects of your life you would like to modify. Then list your objectives in an achievable manner. Describe the actions you must do and monitor your own progress to keep yourself responsible. Always keep in mind that consistency is essential and that over time, little gradual improvements may have a big impact. Consider using materials like Seneca's Letters from a Stoic or Marcus Aurelius' Meditations if you're interested in learning more about Stoicism. Podcasts and online courses devoted to Stoic philosophy can also offer insightful information. You can empower yourself to accept change and build a resilient, purposeful life by implementing these doable actions. Overcoming obstacles. It is frequently easier said than done to let go of the past. Many people have psychological and emotional obstacles that might make it difficult for them to advance. Accepting the present and the future can be challenging when one is burdened by feelings of guilt, regret, or unresolved trauma. These difficulties can set off a vicious cycle of pessimism in which opportunities presented by the past are eclipsed by those of the present. Stoicism provides helpful methods for getting beyond these barriers. Acceptance is a useful strategy. Accept your emotions without passing judgment on them, and admit that they are a natural aspect of being human. You may perceive previous experiences as lessons learned rather than failures by changing the way you see them. You also gain the ability to take control of your life by concentrating on the things you can influence, such your decisions and responses. It can also have a transforming effect to urge viewers to look out mentors or groups for assistance. Talking to someone about your difficulties might open your eyes and make you feel less alone. You may overcome the difficulties of letting go and be motivated to embrace a better future by surrounding oneself with understanding people, whether via support groups, internet forums, or reliable friends. In summary, through the prism of Stoicism, we have examined the transforming process of letting go of the past in this film. We spoke about how the past may weigh us down and impede our growth, but that we can transform suffering into strength if we change the way we see the past and see our setbacks as opportunities for growth. We underlined the value of being flexible enough to adjust to change while establishing realistic objectives and living in the present. As you consider these important ideas, keep in mind that adopting Stoic principles can provide you the ability to take charge of your life and develop resilience. It's time to act right now. If you thought this material was insightful, please think about enjoying this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with others who might find it useful. If you're keen to learn more about Stoicism and its real-world applications, we encourage you to check out our related material. We can carry on this path of empowerment and personal development together. We appreciate you coming, and we hope to see you in our upcoming video.